Hello everybody, Chuckling 1000 reporting for duty, welcoming you back to more Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we made our way here to Mount Pyre, scaled the very top of the whole tower, and we've managed to obtain the TM for Shadow Ball, one of the best ghost moves to have in this game. And only Petroga can actually learn this move, but if I actually have a look at Petroka on the Bulbapedia, if the internet actually decides to load, that is, I can actually have a look to see if Petroka can actually learn the move by leveling up, because the Gen 3 moveset is not deep within my memory. Oh. Wow, as soon as I actually go off the Pokemon list, it actually loads up. Yeah, because my laptop has a little bit of a situation where it's like it has trouble loading the same thing most of the time. Okay, but anyway, this episode though, we're actually going to be exploring further into Mount Pyre to see if we can find Team Aqua, considering that they were there, they were here when we technically first discovered this place. And I can see, okay, I've got the page up, and it says Sableye can learn Shadow Ball by leveling up at level 41. And since she is level 33, I could technically wait 8 levels to teach her that move. But since she's the only Pokemon that is on my Let's Play team that can learn Shadow Ball, I'd rather not wait. We can finally get rid of Nightshade. Even though Nightshade is actually a decent move, because it does fixed damage depending on the user's levels, it can help catch wild Pokemon. We're not going to be catching wild Pokemon for a long time. And just for your curiosity's sake, who can learn Sludge Bomb? Right, nobody. Okay, never mind, waste of time. Drop down a hole. I hope that it's not glaring on the screen like my iPad and somewhat. Because it's not easy to think of how to do recordings inside of a building. We have a Laxin Sense over here. That makes opposing Pokemon more likely to miss, I believe, 10% of the time. But I think it's also one of very few instances that allows you to breed certain Pokemon. I don't know if the Laxin Sense is indeed one of them. Then we want to drop down this hole. Because if we drop down the other hole, it would have sent us down over there. Oh my god, this screen is so bad. I think I might need to turn the lights on in the room. Bear with me a minute. Right. Okay. Didn't take me, well, it kind of took me a bit longer than I do normally in my bedroom, really, because I'm doing this downstairs in my living room. But anyway, over here, we get a Sea Incense. If, oh god. Let's see, Incense, okay. The Bulbapedia page will actually tell me about this. I know I could have just researched it on the actual Bulbapedia. So let's see. Ah, okay. So the Laxin Sense. If you hatched the Wynut's egg that you obtained from Lava Ridge Town, you could actually evolve Wynut into Wobbuffet. And if you actually wanted to breed Wobbuffet to get a Wynut, you can just simply where the hell am I? I couldn't even tell where the heck I was. Alright, there we go. But yeah, if you want to get a Wynut egg, you can just breed a Wobbuffet holding a Laxin Sense, and you're more likely going to get a Wynut egg. The Sea Incense, on the other hand, if you obtained a Marill or an Azumarill, and you wanted to get its pre-evolved form Azurill, you can basically breed a Maril or an Ashumarill holding the sea incense to get an Azurail egg. These are the only incenses that you can actually obtain in this game. There are more incenses, but they are not obtained until the next generation along. Here we can get TM48 Skill Swap. This is an ability that allows you to swap your ability for your opponent. So like, if you have a Pokemon that's weak to ground, and you're dealing with an opponent that's got Levitate for the ability, you could basically just switch your ability for Levitate, making your electric Pokemon immune to ground type Pokemon, which is actually a really clever strategy. Only problem is, the majority of psychic Pokemon can learn that move, but not electric Pokemon. Here is a hidden item of a Max Ether. You saw us pick up a Max Potion earlier on, which is a full HP restoration. And over here we have an Ultra Ball. It's almost like I know where the hidden items are most of the time because of how much experience I've had playing Oras. Heading up here. This is where the grunts are. He won't see you if you actually just head down this way. I think there is a hidden item. Yep, here. A sink. And I don't think there's anything else here. Right, immediately I want to use that sink. And I want to use it on Fandam. Right, I'm going to step over here to let this guy step out because he is actually guarding the other side of Mount Pyre that you can basically explore. Yep, this is why I kept my main Ectric in the lead. Just one Shockwave, because I am not wasting a Thunderbolt on a Pokemon that should technically be a Sharpedo. Considering the fact that Carvanha evolves at level 30. But the way how grunts work in the bad guy groups, grunts are forced to use Pokemon in their baby form, whereas the admins use fully evolved Pokemon. It's kind of insulting for the grunts, really. So he's wondering, what's the point in even being a grunt for a bad guy team anyway? Let's see. I think one of these tombstones. Alright. Well, there's another shopper here. In fact, something I should really bring up about Mount Pyre. If you were just exploring inside the cave, yes, you would find only a Duskull and a Shuppet. Okay, no hidden item. Okay, just thought I'd check. But if you were in the exterior, so like the outer layering of the mountain, you can actually find a wild Chimecho, which honestly you don't want to bother catching really, because they're not really the best Pokemon in the world. But you can also find a Vulpix. And Vulpix, deep down, I love Vulpix. It's actually my 4th favorite Pokemon family ever. But in Gen 3, it lacks the moves that it can learn that can do good in battle. The only good moves it can learn are Flamethrower and Solar Beam. That's it. Kind of harsh to say the least. And I'll be back in just a sec because I noticed the fish tank is just turned on, so I've got to feed the fish. Won't be too long. I know I probably would say for a fish, like, get it in your snout, but I probably would say get it in your trout, but that just wouldn't be fitting. Right, I'm going to switch Petroka for Rhine because Petroka hasn't really been having a much screen time lately, and we do have a double battle coming up. I think this is a grunt and an admin, actually, because that is a female grunt. I do think it's an admin because there's a female grunt. Right, that's actually really good logic. So, Whalmer and Pucciano, okay. Right, Petroka, you can use Feint Attack on Pucciana. And Poppy, we'll just use Thunderbolt on Whalmer because they pack a lot of HP. And Doug's now level 37 and wants to learn Ancient Power. This is one of very few 100% accurate moves that was created in Pokemon. But in this generation, it's the only move that has a 100% accuracy. You only get 5 usage of the move, but what this move does is it has a 10% chance of giving your Pokemon an Omni Boost. Now, what an Omni Boost is it basically raises your attack, your defense, your special attack, your special defense, and your speed. All by random chance. All in one. Okay, now Pucciana is going to take an attack from Magnetric because I'm going to use my newly taught Shadow Ball to Zubat. And we'll just use a Spark to get rid of Pucciana. Oh dear. There we go. Well, there's Carvana. There you go. That's the power of Shadow Ball on a ghost Pokemon. To be dished out to any Pokemon who is not a normal type or a steel type. Because steel type Pokemon actually resist ghost moves apparently. I don't know why, but I ain't questioning it. We don't want to join any team. Team Magma's actually got ahead of us, but we also got what we wanted. The red orb preserved at Mount Pyre. I, Archie, now have it in my possession. Oh, now we can bring our ultimate objective to Furiation, I think is how you pronounce that. Okay, team, we're pulling out. This cannot happen. Not only the blue orb, but even the red orb has been taken. The blue and the red orb must never be separated. They belong together. What are those two men trying to do with these two orbs? Oh yes, was it Team Magma who came and took the blue orb first? Well, with their haste, they left this behind. I couldn't imagine what exactly it could be. I would like you to have it. Perhaps it would be useful in some way. We obtained the Magma Emblem. This actually is an important item. You want to actually have this in your inventory. Obviously by default because it is a key item, so still. Basically, we will go over what that item does shortly. Because we've now done everything we need to do in Mount Pyre. So we need to make our way back onto Route 120. I know I did say like Route 123, which is the route south of the surfing route that took us into Mount Pyre. That allowed us to get the TM for Giga Drain. There are some optional trainers that we can technically fight. I haven't actually gone exploring that area yet because I need somebody with the HM for Cut. And that Pokemon is Linoon, who is sat in the PC currently. So that's taking under consideration. Wow, really? After 6 gyms, our first encounter when surfing this route is a tentacle at level 5? Get out of here. That's actually the lowest level you can encounter a tentacle in this route, too. That's insulting. Right, there's wait, I think we already battled these girls, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Okay, never mind. We'll take the liberty of using the PC to heal up our Pokemon, even though we could technically do it with... Whoop. Whoop. Okay. There we go. It's not exactly the fastest way to heal our Pokemon, but it's faster than just going all the way back to Fortree City just to heal. Right, we have a double battle over here. And I want to make sure... Right, okay. Our team is still as it is. Okay, fair enough. You want to see people looking at the Pokemon that you've raised, that's fair enough. Oh, jeez, a team of 6. Alright, 3 Pokemon each. Margarita and Pucciano. One thing that's actually a little bit troublesome about the breeders is that they always use pre-evolved Pokemon, so there's no way of testing out your Pokemon's newly found strength when you are using fully evolved Pokemon and they're not. I do have a cup of tea with me, and I do need to make sure to drink it because it will get stone cold pretty fast by the end of this episode. Okay. Good thing we just learned Shadow Ball, so I can use that on Shroomish. Doing this one-handed. Wow, you're gonna regret having a Wingo on your team now, buddy. Alright. Electrike. Two hands again now. Yeah, it doesn't take me long to have a cup of tea, honestly. Unless it's, like, really hot. Ah, Chapayas! For once, actually, a breeder using a Pokemon that is fully evolved, because obviously there's no evolution line for Chapayas. I mean, if I had to be truthfully honest, if there was actually a way for me to use this Pokemon on my team, I would, because I love Chapayas. I think it's deeply an underrated Pokemon. Because if I had to bring up Chapayas' base stats, it's not going to be as high as Sceptile's, but I will mention it nonetheless. Because Sceptile's base stat total reaches in the 500s, whereas Chapayas reaches 460. He has 99 base HP, 68 attack, 72 special attack, 83 defense, 87 special defense, and 51 speed. Kind of questionable how it's not really a fast Pokemon, but really Its design is to look like a banana tree, and trees probably might be known to be pretty heavy, so it's hard to move. So that's completely understandable. So we get a revive there for a trouble, and I think, is he? No, he's not going to battle us, okay. But he will do if we walk in front of him. And a Carbos, okay. So, I'm going to be battling the trainers on Route 123 off camera, since we do have a PC in the Safari Zone, and I'm going to call it for this episode. Next time on Pokemon Emerald, we'll be making our way further along. Oh, Shulk's actually max IV, dang it. Save for Poppy? What? Alright, what about Ryan? Okay, there we go. So yeah. We're going to be making our way further along this route to make our way towards the next town. See you guys then.